EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
By 20!
On first down, Laird. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
By 20!
52. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, Laird. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check.
180!
Check 55 to Mike.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
They'll run on 1st down. Laird, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Six 0 our score after one. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first down, Laird, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
White 80! Let's go, team! It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now on second and 16, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Harris, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. First down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Hurns there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Now a give right side. Laird. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 33 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
he's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Laird, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Laird, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do.
And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
Right 20!
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick again. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
65.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Fitzpatrick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick here to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Fitzpatrick. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.